you all? If you're new to the channel, welcome. The way that I do my reads is based on the time that has been offered to me for me to be able to share the message with you. Today's read is going to be for Aquarius. Aquarius, this is going to be a classic read based on maybe some things got kind of awkward for you in a certain situation. Maybe someone made like a confession about how grateful they are for you or how happy you make them, or maybe things got awkward after you made this confession to someone else. Either way, let's get into the read. So the time that had been offered to me for me to be able to share the message with you was the 3 of Swords paired with the 4 of Swords. In this position, I'm seeing that there was some heartbreak maybe in the past and some rest and recuperation that was necessary probably to heal from that heartbreak. And when it says that things got awkward, maybe this is like, you know what this reminds me of? That Beyonce song, Best Thing I Never Had. Like you could be like the ex at somebody's wedding. Like, I'm so happy and grateful that you turned out to be the best thing that I never had. I want to thank you. Just kidding. So yeah, that's what this kind of seems like. Like you healed from a heartbreak and you went through the well-needed rest and recuperation to overcome old feelings, and I'm seeing that you did it in like a smooth way, and some people were like left confused, though you weren't confused at all. So in the challenge position for this read, we have the 10 of Rods. 10 of Rods meaning you just carrying. I'm also seeing tough, like it's tough to, maybe you realize that it's tough to carry all of that weight on your shoulders, or you're going through the transitional process of realizing that it's tough to carry all of that on your shoulders, or tough to be holding grudges and to not be grateful for your exes doing whatever it is that your exes did, or old jobs, because this could also be relationships. It doesn't specify. Though when it comes to 3 of Swords, yeah, that could represent some type of disappointment. When it comes to this 10 of Rods, is like carrying around all this resentment, anger, frustration after all the hard work that you've done, all the time that you've invested, like being a grumpy cat. And I'm seeing that for you, it's been pretty tough because you thought that things were delightful. You could have like been married once before, or you were at a job that you thought was really amazing or something like that, and you know, you went through the honeymoon phase, or like the awesome sauce part of things, and then the shallow part, the superficial part of things began to fade, and carrying those burdens of this is not what I thought it was kind of tough for you. So just like I said in the read yesterday for Aries, we have to begin to go within and ask ourselves how much of that negativity is a projection from within, because we also have the ability to project amazing things within our reality. Because it is a part of us being gifted with the ability to speak life into ourselves and others and those we care about. I find it interesting that we can so easily pray for others when situations are hard for them, though we find it kind of difficult, though we shouldn't find it difficult for us to speak life into our own situation when things aren't going so well either. So good for you, Aquarius. You're like, I just want to let you know I'm very grateful. Or maybe you like learned a lesson That's another thing that this could be. Like, you got to a point where maybe you were having like revelations, and I do see the Judgment, Wheel of Fortune card out here, so we'll talk about that. Though maybe you did come to a point, you're in this Six of Rods energy for the read, where like you feel prepared now to move forward. So that's just showing me that like maybe you realize, and I'm also seeing there's a card like just being human. Like, you realize that when you're in the process of maturing, you go through these different phases and stages of life where you're just growing. And in that, when you're trying to like, this is a good example, like a baby at the table trying to grasp their cup of milk. You have these handlebars on it, with a sippy cup or whatever, though then your parents want you to give you the opportunity to learn how to hold a regular cup without a lid, without spilling it. And sometimes you impress them when you don't spill it. And if you do, you don't get sad about it. Just bounty quicker, pick her up, or type of situation, you know what I mean? So this is also about like not crying about spilled milk, not getting sad and upset about the fact that it does take consistency in watering your seeds if you want them to grow. And if you wanted to grow seeds of being grateful or passionate or loving or peaceful or honorable, or you wanted to get married, because I am seeing weddings out here, that you have to water that seed and not carry all of these burdens of viewing people in a shallow kind of way, or automatically thinking, well, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, because it's obviously they're human and they're going to make a mistake and they're going to err. Because you have to look, you know, at yourself in the mirror, and we always want to be our best versions of ourselves. So if we choose to be in relationships with people, obviously we can speak life into them. We can speak life into them just the same way that I don't know if people look in the mirror and they speak life into themselves. I will hope so. So I'm seeing you in the Six of Rods energy, and you're feeling prepared. The overall read should put you in a position to feel more prepared if you move in the direction of what is fair to you, which is giving yourself grace, giving grace to others, and not carrying the burden of regret. Okay? So the first card that we have for this read is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups representing that regret. Things may be a little bit unclear for you, and maybe you have felt a little bit neglected in your relationship, or someone felt neglected by you. Seeing this is something that you're comfortable with accepting. Neglected someone, or that someone neglected you. And when it came to this Queen of Rods, I don't know if this is you or someone else, this person was furious. So this Queen of Rods, Aquarius, could be mother figure, girlfriend. You could be the mom, girlfriend, wife, ex-wife, whatever feminine energy this is. She is enraged and furious. Like, I gave you access to me, and da da da. Or this could have been you in the past. Like I said, there was regret for this heartbreak that took place. Though what was needed was time to rest and recuperate. So here we are with the Queen of Rods in reverse, very furious, very angry, very upset, crossed with a judgment of being too hard on herself, right? And also with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is revealing that there's a karmic cycle within the Queen of Rods bloodline or family. So Aquarius, this could be you, or this could be other people around you, people you work with. Take it how it resonates. So this Wheel of Fortune is revealing that your family has a karmic cycle of being too harsh on themselves or being too harsh on others. And considering that in this challenging position for the overall read, it's a 10 of rods, it's seeing that that is the weight that keeps on giving and giving and becomes so tough to bear that it makes it all awkward. This is a good example. You have a refrigerator full of milk. Yes? You have a cup. You fill your cup with milk. You spill the milk over. Instead of just refilling the cup, you know what I'm saying. This is an example of that. Like, it would be better and way healthier for you in this Queen of Rods energy, and I think that that's the cycle and the lesson that you're learning from. It would be better for me to just clean the milk up and just go fill my cup back up if that's really what I wanted. Or recognize maybe spilling the cup of milk was for a reason, right? Because even if it's a karmic cycle, something that you're meant to learn from, right? It can also be something that contributes to your overall growth. So once you learn, or you recognize or realize, hey, there's more milk where that came from, then we become able and open to not cane ourselves. You like what I did there, right? And we begin to live a more luxurious and soft life. Considering the fact that this is the Queen of Rods, I'm going to say a soft girl life. Like I said, it is an Aquarius read, though it can be male or female. So maybe this is like how you feel about this Queen of Rods in reverse. Like, you could live a softer life after this Queen of Rods crossed with this Judgment and this Wheel of Fortune. This Queen of Rods reverse crossed with this Judgment and this Wheel of Fortune. Aquarius, we have you in this energy of Page of Cups. So this is an opportunity, open heart for growth, right? That's what we're talking about, you growing. And it's coming from the sun. And it's coming from the sun. Enjoy, embrace the fact that you grow without an end, right? Then I see you in this full energy where you are just like marveling in the glory of how it is that you've grown, and in the things that you once were like angry, furious, and upset about. It's stuff that you can laugh about now, right? Pretty much. And then in this Eight of Swords energy, you no longer feel like stuck or bound or like restricted from actually enjoying your life, and you're able to focus on your goals, the completion of your goals. So good for you, Aquarius. Now, moving forward, you are in the Seven of Cups, very imaginative, very creative, trying to figure out what it is that you want to do next, how you will apply your skills and your talents to what it is that you really want to be doing in life. When it comes to the Six of Swords, sailing into calmer waters, you could be considering getting into a new relationship with that Page of Cups, or you could be considering doing a new job opportunity with that Page of Cups. So I'm seeing even the idea of you or someone else going in this Six of Swords energy is kind of like irritating you because it requires movement. You moving into calmer waters requires for you to let the tough shit go. Do you hear what I'm saying? You cannot use the tough shit to propel you anymore, because you're growing. Like, you already grew from the tough shit, so let it go. And allow your creative mind and your talents and your skills that you've been working on and growing to put you in a position and an opportunity that could be more secure for you. Now I'm seeing you in this page of Rod's energy, where there's an announcement coming regarding your innocence in all of this, how you've perfected your craft, how you've been working hard, and how there is a lack in dysfunction moving forward. So it's showing that in the regard to where things were once dysfunctional, it's going down. And you're not as furious as you were. You're starting to laugh a little bit more. Starting to be more grateful and more graceful with yourself. You're not crying over the spilled milk. You're recognizing, like opening the refrigerator and laughing at yourself like, ah ha ha, I still have milk. Stupid me. I'm so silly. That type of energy. It happens. So then in the last card for the read is the Six of Cups reversed. So this could mean that in this transition you have to do these things independently, right? It can get scary, and that may be what you're contemplating with this Two of Pentacles, which is a rare opportunity, right? With this Page of Cups, because that's where it's coming down to. Page of Cups, rare opportunity, something that you might be contemplating, and you may have to do it by yourself, and that may disturb you or be unsettling a little bit to you, because maybe you're not used to doing things by yourself. However, the guidance and support that you would have continued getting from whoever was making you furious, and you being able to separate from that and do your own thing, is going to benefit you in the long run, because it also includes in a nice little package and bow letting the tough go, right? Because then you're just giving it to God, right? I say a lot in my earlier readings, which I haven't said lately, so excuse me for that if you've been watching my reads, that if you're worrying about something that is outside of your control, that could really hurt you. So focus on being grateful for the things that are within your control, because good or bad, the way that the cosmos are divinely designed within you and around you for you to interact with, you're going to grow from it. Your soul is responsible for your spirit growing from it. And if you are hand in hand with God in this, then there's no way that you can fail. It is important to check yourself. It is important to check your own bias. I know that the things that make you uncomfortable about yourself are things that you don't want to talk to anyone else about. And when it comes to you accomplishing your goals that you once used to talk to people about, maybe you don't want to talk about that either. So what I can say is to be encouraged by your own dreams and aspirations and goals, to be the conversation starter, so that the people that you are surrounding yourself with can show to you and reveal to you how supportive they are of helping you get there. I hope that helps, Aquarius. Sending love and light and healing energy your way, and I'm so grateful for you. And I hope that you're so grateful for me, and I hope that this read brings you the happiness and the peace within that it deserves.